Alright, let's begin building our narrative around the crucial topic of elderly bone health, specifically designed to offer practical advice on how to maintain strength and vitality in later years. This isn't just about avoiding fractures. It's about empowering individuals to lead active, independent lives for as long as possible. This detailed outline serves as our roadmap, a guide to navigate the complexities of bone health and translate scientific knowledge into actionable steps. Think of it as a comprehensive conversation, a journey we'll take together to unlock the secrets to strong bones and a vibrant life. We'll start by acknowledging a significant, often overlooked, health challenge facing our aging population: osteoporosis. This silent threat, characterized by weakened bones and increased fracture risk, affects millions worldwide, disproportionately impacting the elderly. Understanding its prevalence is the first step in combating its devastating effects. We'll delve into the statistics, painting a clear picture of the scope of the problem and highlighting why this topic demands our immediate attention. But statistics alone can feel impersonal, so we'll weave in relatable anecdotes and scenarios to truly connect with the audience. Imagine a grandmother who loves to garden, suddenly sidelined by a hip fracture, or a grandfather who enjoys morning walks, now confined to a chair due to a spinal compression fracture. These are the realities of osteoporosis, and they underscore the urgency of preventative measures. From there, we'll transition into a deeper exploration of why bones are so fundamentally important. It's easy to take our skeletal system for granted, but bones are much more than just structural supports. They provide the framework for our bodies, enabling mobility, protecting vital organs, and even playing a role in blood cell production. We'll use vivid imagery to illustrate these functions, comparing bones to the sturdy pillars of a building or the protective armor of a knight. By emphasizing the multifaceted role of bones, will instill a greater appreciation for their importance and motivate readers to prioritize their bone health. This understanding forms the bedrock of our entire discussion, providing the context for every subsequent piece of advice and strategy. We want to shift the perception of bone health from a passive concern to an active pursuit, empowering individuals to proactively safeguard their skeletal well-being. Now that we've established the significance of bone health and the proactive approach we'll be taking, let's dive into the heart of the matter, defining osteoporosis and understanding its widespread impact on the elderly. Osteoporosis, literally meaning porous bone, is a condition characterized by a decrease in bone density and mass, causing bones to become fragile and susceptible to fractures. Imagine a sponge. A healthy bone is like a dense, tightly packed sponge, while an osteoporotic bone resembles a sponge with large, gaping holes, making it weak and easily breakable. This weakening often occurs silently, without any noticeable symptoms until a fracture occurs, hence the moniker the silent thief. The prevalence of osteoporosis in the elderly is truly staggering. Statistics reveal that millions of older adults, particularly women after menopause, are affected by this condition. These numbers aren't just abstract figures. They represent real people whose lives are significantly impacted by fractures, pain, and decreased mobility. Hip fractures, vertebral compression fractures, and wrist fractures are the most common consequences of osteoporosis, often leading to hospitalization, surgery, and long-term rehabilitation. The impact extends beyond the physical realm, affecting mental and emotional well-being as well. The fear of falling, the loss of independence, and the chronic pain associated with fractures can lead to anxiety, depression, and social isolation. To put this into perspective, consider the following. A woman's risk of hip fracture is equal to her combined risk of breast, uterine, and ovarian cancer. This stark comparison underscores the severity of osteoporosis and the urgent need for awareness and prevention. Furthermore, the economic burden of osteoporosis is substantial, with billions of dollars spent annually on treatment and care. These costs are projected to rise as the population ages, highlighting the importance of investing in preventative measures to reduce the incidence of fractures and improve the quality of life for older adults. Understanding the risk factors for osteoporosis is crucial for identifying individuals who are at higher risk and tailoring preventative strategies accordingly. While some risk factors are unavoidable, such as age, gender, and genetics, others are modifiable through lifestyle changes and medical interventions. We will explore these factors in detail, empowering individuals to take control of their bone health and reduce their risk of developing osteoporosis. This is not about instilling fear, but rather about providing knowledge and tools to make informed decisions and live healthier, more fulfilling lives. Having established the threat that osteoporosis poses, let's now turn our attention to understanding exactly why bones matter so much. It's easy to think of bones as simply the rigid scaffolding that holds us upright, but their role extends far beyond basic support. They are dynamic, living tissues that perform a multitude of essential functions, contributing significantly to our mobility, organ protection, and overall health. Imagine a world without the support of your bones. Simple activities like walking, standing, or even sitting upright would be impossible. Our skeletal system provides the framework that allows us to move, interact with our environment, and enjoy life to the fullest. Beyond mobility, bones serve as crucial protectors of our vital organs. The skull shields the delicate brain, the rib cage safeguards the heart and lungs, and the vertebrae protect the spinal cord. These bony structures act as a natural armor, deflecting impact and preventing serious injury. Consider the vulnerability of these organs. Without the protection of our bones, a minor fall could have catastrophic consequences, but the importance of bones doesn't stop there. They also play a vital role in maintaining overall health by storing essential minerals, primarily calcium and phosphorus. These minerals are not only crucial for bone strength but also for various other bodily functions, including nerve transmission, muscle contraction, and blood clotting. When the body needs calcium, it can draw upon the reserves stored in the bones, ensuring that these critical processes continue to function smoothly. Furthermore, bones contain bone marrow, the soft tissue responsible for producing blood cells. Red blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body, white blood cells fight infection, and platelets help with blood clotting. Without healthy bone marrow, our bodies would be unable to produce these essential blood cells, leading to anemia, weakened immunity, and impaired healing. In essence, our bones are much more than just static structures. They are dynamic, multifunctional organs that are essential for our survival and well-being. Understanding their crucial role is the first step in appreciating the importance of maintaining bone health throughout our lives. Particularly as we age, we must shift our perspective from viewing bones as passive supports to recognizing them as active participants in our overall health and vitality. This understanding will empower us to take proactive steps to protect our bones and ensure a strong, healthy future. Now that we appreciate the vital roles our bones play, it's time to confront the reality of age-related bone loss. Just as our skin loses elasticity and our hair may turn gray, our bones naturally undergo changes as we age. Bone density, the measure of how tightly packed our bones are, typically peaks in our late 20s and early 30s. After this point, the process of bone remodeling, where old bone is broken down and replaced with new bone, begins to slow down. This means that we start to lose bone mass gradually over time, a natural part of the aging process. Imagine a bank account. During our younger years, we're making regular deposits, building up a substantial reserve. As we age, we start making withdrawals. And if we're not careful, we can deplete our reserves, leaving us vulnerable. This is analogous to what happens with our bones. The rate of bone loss varies from person to person, influenced by factors such as genetics, lifestyle, and overall health. However, for most individuals, bone loss accelerates with age, increasing the risk of developing osteopenia, low bone density, and eventually osteoporosis. This age-related bone loss is particularly pronounced in women after menopause. Estrogen, a hormone that plays a crucial role in bone health, declines significantly during menopause. This hormonal shift disrupts the bone remodeling process, leading to a rapid increase in bone loss. In fact, women can lose up to 20% of their bone density in the first 5 to 7 years after menopause. This makes postmenopausal women particularly vulnerable to osteoporosis and fractures. It's important to understand that age-related bone loss is not inevitable. While we can't stop the aging process, we can take steps to slow down bone loss and maintain bone strength. This involves adopting a healthy lifestyle that includes a balanced diet rich in calcium and vitamin D, regular weight-bearing exercise, and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. Early detection through bone density screenings is also crucial for identifying individuals who are at risk and implementing appropriate interventions. The key message here is empowerment. While age-related bone loss is a natural process, it doesn't have to lead to frailty and fractures. By understanding the factors that contribute to bone loss and taking proactive steps to protect our bones, we can maintain our strength, mobility, and independence as we age. This is about taking control of our health and ensuring that we can continue to enjoy active, fulfilling lives for many years to come. While age is a significant factor in bone health, it's crucial to acknowledge that other factors beyond our control can also influence our risk of developing osteoporosis. These uncontrollable risk factors include genetic predisposition, ethnicity, body size, and certain medical conditions. Understanding these factors can help us assess our individual risk and tailor our preventative strategies accordingly. Genetics play a significant role in determining bone density. If you have a family history of osteoporosis or fractures, you are more likely to develop the condition yourself. This doesn't mean that you are destined to have weak bones, but it does mean that you should be particularly vigilant about adopting bone-healthy habits and getting regular bone density screenings. Think of it as knowing your family's health history. It allows you to be more proactive about your own well-being. Ethnicity also influences bone density. Studies have shown that Caucasian and Asian women tend to have a higher risk of osteoporosis compared to African American and Hispanic women. While the reasons for these differences are not fully understood, they may be related to variations in bone structure, hormone levels, and lifestyle factors. It's important to note that these are general trends, and individual risk can vary within each ethnic group. Body size is another factor to consider. Individuals with a small, thin frame tend to have a lower bone mass and are therefore at a higher risk of osteoporosis. This is because they have less bone to lose as they age. Conversely, individuals with a larger frame tend to have greater bone mass, which can provide some protection against bone loss. Certain medical conditions and medications can also increase the risk of osteoporosis. These include conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis, celiac disease, hyperthyroidism, and Cushing's syndrome. Medications such as corticosteroids, prednisone, anticonvulsants, and some cancer treatments can also have a negative impact on bone density. If you have any of these conditions or are taking these medications, it's important to discuss your bone health with your doctor and take appropriate measures to protect your bones. While we cannot change our genetics, ethnicity, or body size, understanding these risk factors empowers us to make informed decisions about our health. Knowing that we are at higher risk allows us to be more proactive about adopting bone-healthy habits, getting regular screenings, and working with our healthcare providers to develop a personalized plan for maintaining strong bones. It's about taking control of what we can control and mitigating the impact of factors beyond our influence. Now that we've addressed the uncontrollable risk factors, let's focus on the lifestyle choices that significantly impact bone health factors that are within our power to change. Smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and sedentary lifestyles are major culprits that can weaken bones and increase the risk of osteoporosis. Understanding the detrimental effects of these habits is crucial for making informed decisions and adopting a bone-healthy lifestyle. Smoking is a well-known risk factor for numerous health problems, and its negative impact on bone health is often overlooked. Nicotine and other chemicals in cigarette smoke interfere with the body's ability to absorb calcium, a vital mineral for bone strength. Smoking also reduces estrogen levels in women, further accelerating bone loss, particularly after menopause. Moreover, smoking impairs blood flow to the bones, hindering their ability to repair and regenerate. Quitting smoking is one of the most effective steps you can take to improve your overall health, including your bone health. Excessive alcohol consumption is another lifestyle factor that can wreak havoc on bones. Alcohol interferes with the absorption of calcium and vitamin D, both essential for bone health. It also disrupts the function of osteoblasts, the cells responsible for building new bone. Chronic heavy drinking can lead to decreased bone density and an increased risk of fractures. Moderation is key when it comes to alcohol consumption. Health professionals generally recommend no more than 1 drink per day for women and no more than 2 drinks per day for men. A sedentary lifestyle, characterized by prolonged periods of inactivity, is also detrimental to bone health. Weight-bearing exercise, such as walking, running, and dancing, stimulates bone growth and helps to maintain bone density. When we are inactive, our bones don't receive the necessary stimulus to stay strong, leading to bone loss over time. Think of it like this: bones are like muscles. If you don't use them, you lose them. Aim for at least 30 minutes of weight-bearing exercise most days of the week to keep your bones strong and healthy. Making positive lifestyle changes can have a profound impact on your bone health. Quitting smoking, limiting alcohol consumption, and engaging in regular weight-bearing exercise are all powerful steps you can take to protect your bones and reduce your risk of osteoporosis. These changes not only benefit your bones but also improve your overall health and well-being. It's never too late to adopt a bone-healthy lifestyle, and even small changes can make a big difference in the long run. Having addressed the lifestyle factors we can control, let's now turn our attention to the crucial role of nutrition, specifically the importance of calcium and vitamin D for bone health. Dietary deficiencies in these essential nutrients are widespread, particularly among the elderly, and can significantly compromise bone strength and increase the risk of osteoporosis. Imagine calcium and vitamin D as the building blocks and mortar for strong bones. Without them, our skeletal structure becomes weak and brittle. Calcium is the primary mineral that makes up our bones, providing them with their strength and rigidity. It's like the steel beams in a building's framework. When we don't get enough calcium from our diet, our bodies start to draw it from our bones to maintain normal blood calcium levels. This constant withdrawal weakens the bones over time, increasing the risk of fractures. The recommended daily intake of calcium varies depending on age and gender, but older adults generally need more calcium than younger individuals. Vitamin D, on the other hand, acts as a key that unlocks the door for calcium absorption. Without sufficient vitamin D, our bodies cannot effectively absorb calcium from the food we eat, even if we're consuming plenty of calcium-rich foods. Vitamin D also plays a role in bone remodeling, helping to maintain bone density and strength. Like calcium, the recommended daily intake of vitamin D increases with age. Unfortunately, many older adults fall short of meeting their daily calcium and vitamin D requirements. This can be due to a variety of factors, including decreased appetite, difficulty chewing or swallowing, lactose intolerance, and limited access to nutritious foods. Some individuals may also be unaware of the importance of these nutrients or unsure of how to incorporate them into their diet. Common dietary shortcomings include insufficient consumption of dairy products, leafy green vegetables, and fortified foods, all of which are good sources of calcium. Similarly, limited sun exposure and inadequate intake of vitamin D-rich foods, such as fatty fish and egg yolks, contribute to vitamin D deficiency. Addressing these dietary deficiencies is crucial for maintaining bone health and preventing osteoporosis. This involves making conscious efforts to incorporate calcium and vitamin D-rich foods into our daily diet, considering vitamin D supplementation, and addressing any underlying health conditions that may interfere with nutrient absorption. We'll explore practical strategies for increasing calcium and vitamin D intake in the following sections. Empowering individuals to take control of their nutrition and build stronger bones. Having established the importance of vitamin D, let's delve deeper into understanding how our bodies obtain this crucial nutrient, often referred to as the sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D is unique because our bodies can actually synthesize it when our skin is exposed to sunlight. This process begins when ultraviolet B (UVB) rays from the sun interact with a cholesterol-based compound in our skin, triggering a series of reactions that ultimately produce vitamin D. Imagine your skin as a solar panel, converting sunlight into a vital nutrient. However, the amount of vitamin D our bodies can produce from sunlight depends on several factors, including the time of day, season, latitude, skin pigmentation, and age. The sun's UVB rays are strongest during midday, particularly in the summer months. People with darker skin pigmentation require more sun exposure to produce the same amount of vitamin D as those with lighter skin, and as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D. For many individuals, particularly those living in northern climates or those with limited sun exposure due to indoor lifestyles or clothing choices, relying solely on sunlight for vitamin D production is not sufficient. During the winter months, the sun's UVB rays are too weak in many parts of the world to stimulate vitamin D synthesis. Similarly, individuals who spend most of their time indoors or who regularly use sunscreen, which blocks UVB rays, may not be getting enough sun exposure to meet their vitamin D needs. This is where vitamin D supplementation becomes essential. Vitamin D supplements are available in two forms: vitamin D2, ergocalciferol, and vitamin D3, cholecalciferol. Vitamin D3 is generally considered to be more effective at raising blood vitamin D levels than vitamin D2. The recommended daily dose of vitamin D varies depending on age, health status, and other factors, but older adults typically require higher doses than younger individuals. It's important to note that vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning that it is stored in the body's fat tissues. While vitamin D is generally safe, taking excessive amounts can lead to vitamin D toxicity, which can cause a variety of health problems. It's always best to consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian to determine the appropriate dose of vitamin D for your individual needs. In summary, while sunlight is a natural and important source of vitamin D, supplementation is often necessary, especially for those living in northern climates or those with limited sun exposure. By understanding how vitamin D is synthesized and the factors that influence its production, we can take proactive steps to ensure that we're getting enough of this essential nutrient for strong bones and overall health. Now that we understand the importance of vitamin D and how to obtain it, let's shift our focus to calcium and explore the best dietary sources of this essential mineral. Consuming calcium-rich foods is crucial for building and maintaining strong bones throughout life. While dairy products are often touted as the primary source of calcium, there are many other excellent options available, including leafy green vegetables, fortified foods, and even certain types of fish. Dairy products, such as milk, yogurt, and cheese, are indeed excellent sources of calcium. They are also readily available and relatively affordable for most individuals. A single cup of milk, for example, provides approximately 300 milligrams of calcium, which is about 30% of the recommended daily intake for adults. Yogurt and cheese offer similar amounts of calcium, making them convenient and versatile options for incorporating calcium into your diet. However, dairy products are not the only way to get your daily dose of calcium. Leafy green vegetables such as kale, collard greens, and spinach are also good sources of calcium, although the calcium in these vegetables may not be as easily absorbed as the calcium in dairy products. Fortified foods such as cereals, orange juice, and plant-based milks, almond milk, soy milk, etc. are another excellent option. These foods have been specifically enriched with calcium to help individuals meet their daily requirements. Beyond these common sources, certain types of fish, such as sardines and canned salmon with bones, are also rich in calcium. The small, edible bones in these fish provide a significant amount of calcium that is easily absorbed by the body. But what about individuals who are lactose intolerant? Lactose intolerance, a condition in which the body has difficulty digesting lactose, the sugar found in dairy products, can make it challenging to consume enough calcium from dairy sources. Fortunately, there are many lactose-free or low-lactose dairy products available, such as lactose-free milk, yogurt, and cheese. These products contain the same amount of calcium as regular dairy products but have had the lactose removed or broken down, making them easier to digest. In addition to lactose-free dairy products, there are also many non-dairy sources of calcium that are suitable for individuals with lactose intolerance. These include leafy green vegetables, fortified foods, and calcium-set tofu. It's important to read food labels carefully to determine the calcium content of these foods and ensure that you're getting enough calcium from your diet. By incorporating a variety of calcium-rich foods into your daily diet, you can ensure that you're getting enough of this essential mineral to maintain strong bones and prevent osteoporosis, regardless of whether you consume dairy products or not. The key is to be mindful of your calcium intake and make informed food choices that support your bone health. Having explored the nutritional cornerstones of bone health, let's now turn our attention to the equally crucial role of exercise. Just as a building requires a strong foundation, our bones need regular physical activity to maintain their strength and density. Exercise, particularly weight-bearing and resistance exercises, provides the necessary stimulus to promote bone growth and reduce the risk of osteoporosis. Weight-bearing exercises are activities that force you to work against gravity, putting stress on your bones. This stress, in turn, signals the bones to become stronger and denser. Think of it as sending a message to your bones, telling them to build more scaffolding and reinforce their structure. Examples of weight-bearing exercises include walking, jogging, dancing, hiking, stair climbing, and even gardening. Resistance exercises, also known as strength training, involve using weights or resistance bands to challenge your muscles. As your muscles contract, they pull on your bones, stimulating bone growth. Resistance exercises are particularly effective at building bone density in the spine, hips, and wrists, areas that are commonly affected by osteoporosis. Examples of resistance exercises include lifting weights using resistance bands and doing bodyweight exercises such as squats, push-ups, and lunges. The benefits of exercise for bone health are numerous. Regular weight-bearing and resistance exercises can increase bone density, improve balance and coordination, reduce the risk of falls, and alleviate pain associated with osteoporosis. Exercise also strengthens muscles, which further supports the bones and reduces the risk of fractures. It's important to note that exercise should be tailored to your individual fitness level and health status. If you're new to exercise or have any underlying health conditions, it's essential to consult with your doctor or a physical therapist before starting a new exercise program. They can help you design a safe and effective exercise plan that meets your specific needs. Even small amounts of exercise can make a big difference in your bone health. Aim for at least 30 minutes of weight-bearing exercise most days of the week, along with some resistance exercises 2 to 3 times per week. Remember, consistency is key. Making exercise a regular part of your routine is the best way to protect your bones and maintain your strength and mobility as you age. In the following section, we'll discuss safe exercise practices to help you get started on your journey to stronger bones. Now that we've established the importance of exercise for bone health, it's crucial to emphasize the significance of safe exercise practices. Engaging in physical activity is beneficial, but it's equally important to do so in a way that minimizes the risk of injury, particularly falls, which can be devastating for individuals with weakened bones. Safe exercise practices involve starting slowly, choosing appropriate exercises, and avoiding activities that could lead to falls. Starting slowly is essential, especially if you're new to exercise or haven't been active in a while. Begin with gentle exercises and gradually increase the intensity and duration as you get stronger. This allows your body to adapt to the new demands being placed on it and reduces the risk of muscle soreness and injuries. Think of it as building a house you wouldn't start by putting on the roof. You'd begin with the foundation and gradually build up from there. Choosing appropriate exercises is also crucial. Opt for activities that are safe and comfortable for you, taking into account your fitness level, health status, and any physical limitations you may have. Low-impact exercises, such as walking, swimming, and cycling, are generally a good starting point for beginners. As you get stronger, you can gradually incorporate more challenging exercises such as weightlifting and resistance band training. Avoiding activities that could lead to falls is paramount. Falls are a leading cause of fractures in older adults, and even a minor fall can have serious consequences for individuals with osteoporosis. To reduce your risk of falls, avoid exercises that involve sudden movements, jumping, or balancing on unstable surfaces. Be mindful of your surroundings and choose well-lit, clutter-free environments for your workouts. It's also important to pay attention to your body and listen to any warning signs of pain or discomfort. If you experience pain, stop exercising and rest. If the pain persists, consult with your doctor or a physical therapist. Proper form is also essential for preventing injuries. If you're unsure about the correct form for an exercise, ask a qualified instructor for guidance. Finally, consider using assistive devices, such as a cane or walker, if you need extra support or stability. Wearing supportive shoes with good traction can also help to prevent falls. By following these safe exercise practices, you can enjoy the many benefits of physical activity while minimizing your risk of injury and protecting your bone health. Remember, consistency and safety are key to making exercise a sustainable part of your lifestyle. In the next section, we'll discuss fall prevention, strategies for the home, further reducing your risk of fractures. Having discussed safe exercise practices, let's now turn our attention to the home environment and explore practical tips for fall prevention. The majority of falls among older adults occur in the home, making it essential to identify and address potential hazards that could increase the risk of falling. Simple home modifications can significantly reduce the risk of falls and create a safer living environment. One of the most important steps you can take is to remove hazards that could cause you to trip or slip. This includes clutter on the floor, loose rugs, electrical cords, and uneven surfaces. Make sure that walkways are clear and free of obstacles. Secure loose rugs with double-sided tape or remove them altogether. Coil or secure electrical cords to prevent tripping hazards. Repair any uneven surfaces, such as cracked sidewalks or loose floorboards. Improving lighting is another crucial aspect of fall prevention. Poor lighting can make it difficult to see potential hazards, increasing the risk of falls. Install bright lights in hallways, stairways, and bathrooms. Use night lights in bedrooms and bathrooms to provide illumination during the night. Consider using motion sensor lights that automatically turn on when you enter a room. Installing grab bars in bathrooms is highly recommended, particularly in the shower or bathtub and next to the toilet. Grab bars provide extra support and stability, making it easier to get in and out of the shower or bathtub and to sit down and stand up from the toilet. Make sure that grab bars are securely installed and can support your weight. Other helpful home modifications include installing handrails on stairways, using non-slip mats in the bathroom, and raising the height of your toilet seat. Consider using a shower chair or bench to make showering safer and more comfortable. Store frequently used items within easy reach to avoid having to climb on chairs or step stools. It's also important to address any vision or hearing problems that could increase your risk of falls. Schedule regular eye exams and hearing tests to ensure that you have optimal vision and hearing. Wear eyeglasses or hearing aids as prescribed to improve your sensory perception. By making these simple home modifications, you can significantly reduce your risk of falls and create a safer living environment. Remember, fall prevention is an ongoing process. Regularly assess your home for potential hazards and make any necessary changes to ensure your safety. In the next section, we'll discuss the importance of regular bone density screenings for early detection and prevention of osteoporosis. Having implemented lifestyle modifications and home safety measures, let's discuss the importance of regular bone density screenings for early detection and prevention of osteoporosis. Bone density screenings are a valuable tool for assessing your bone health and determining your risk of fractures. Most common type of bone density screening is a DEXA scan, which stands for Dual Energy X-ray Absorptiometry. A DEXA scan is a painless and non-invasive procedure that uses low-dose X-rays to measure the density of your bones, typically in the spine and hip. The scan takes only a few minutes to complete, and the radiation exposure is minimal, comparable to that of a chest X-ray. The results of a DEXA scan are reported as a T-score, which compares your bone density to that of a healthy young adult. A T-score of -1.0 or above is considered normal. A T-score between -1.0 and -2.5 indicates osteopenia, which means you have low bone density and are at increased risk of developing osteoporosis. A T-score of -2.5 or below indicates osteoporosis, which means you have significantly weakened bones and are at high risk of fractures. The National Osteoporosis Foundation recommends that all women age 65 and older, and all men age 70 and older undergo a bone density screening. Younger individuals who have risk factors for osteoporosis, such as a family history of the disease, a history of fractures, or certain medical conditions or medications, may also benefit from a bone density screening. The frequency of bone density screenings depends on your T-score and your individual risk factors. If you have normal bone density, you may only need to be screened every few years. If you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, your doctor may recommend more frequent screenings to monitor your bone density and adjust your treatment plan accordingly. Interpreting the results of a DEXA scan can be confusing, so it's important to discuss your results with your doctor. Your doctor can explain your T-score, assess your risk of fractures, and recommend appropriate treatment options such as lifestyle modifications, calcium and vitamin D supplementation, or medications to increase bone density. Regular bone density screenings are an essential part of maintaining bone health and preventing osteoporosis. Early detection allows for timely intervention, which can help to slow down bone loss, reduce the risk of fractures, and improve your overall quality of life. In the next section, we'll discuss various medications that are available for treating osteoporosis and increasing bone density. Having discussed the importance of early detection through bone density screenings, let's now explore the various medication options available for treating osteoporosis and increasing bone density. These medications can play a crucial role in slowing down bone loss, reducing the risk of fractures, and improving overall bone health. It's important to note that medications are typically prescribed in conjunction with lifestyle modifications such as a healthy diet and regular exercise for optimal results. Bisphosphonates are the most commonly prescribed medications for osteoporosis. They work by slowing down the rate of bone breakdown, allowing new bone to be formed more effectively. Bisphosphonates are available in oral and intravenous forms and are typically taken once a week or once a month, depending on the specific medication. Common side effects of bisphosphonates include gastrointestinal upset such as nausea, heartburn, and abdominal pain. In rare cases, bisphosphonates can cause more serious side effects such as osteonecrosis of the jaw (ONJ) and atypical femur fractures. Hormone therapy, specifically estrogen therapy, was previously a common treatment for osteoporosis in women after menopause. However, due to the potential risks associated with hormone therapy, such as increased risk of blood clots, stroke, and certain types of cancer, it is now generally reserved for women who have significant menopausal symptoms and are at high risk of fractures. Other medications for osteoporosis include selective estrogen receptor modulators, SERMs, such as raloxifene, which have estrogen-like effects on bone but do not increase the risk of uterine cancer. Denosumab is a monoclonal antibody that blocks a protein that promotes bone breakdown. Teriparatide and abaloparatide are parathyroid hormone analogs that stimulate bone formation. Romosozumab is a monoclonal antibody that blocks sclerostin, a protein that inhibits bone formation. The choice of medication for osteoporosis depends on a variety of factors, including your age, gender, medical history, risk factors for fractures, and personal preferences. It's crucial to discuss the risks and benefits of each medication with your doctor to determine which option is best for you. It's also important to be aware of the potential side effects of these medications and to report any unusual symptoms to your doctor. Regular monitoring is necessary to assess the effectiveness of the medication and to detect any potential side effects early on. Remember, medications are just one part of a comprehensive osteoporosis management plan. Lifestyle modifications such as a healthy diet and regular exercise are equally important for maintaining bone health and preventing fractures. In the next section, we'll discuss the importance of working closely with your doctor to develop a personalized plan for managing your bone health. Having explored the various treatment options for osteoporosis, it's essential to emphasize the importance of working closely with your doctor to develop a personalized plan for managing your bone health. Open communication with your healthcare provider is crucial for addressing any concerns, understanding your treatment options, and ensuring that you receive the best possible care. Your doctor can assess your individual risk factors for osteoporosis, review your medical history, and perform a physical exam to determine your overall bone health. They can also order a bone density screening to measure the density of your bones and assess your risk of fractures. Based on these findings, your doctor can recommend appropriate lifestyle modifications such as a healthy diet and regular exercise, and may also prescribe medications to increase bone density and reduce the risk of fractures. It's important to be an active participant in your healthcare and to ask questions if you don't understand something. Don't hesitate to express any concerns you may have about your bone health or your treatment plan. Your doctor is there to provide you with information and support and to help you make informed decisions about your care. When discussing your treatment plan with your doctor, be sure to ask about the potential benefits and risks of each medication, as well as any potential side effects. It's also important to discuss any other medical conditions you may have and any medications you are currently taking, as these factors can influence your treatment options. Regular follow-up appointments are essential for monitoring your bone health and assessing the effectiveness of your treatment plan. Your doctor may recommend repeat bone density screenings to track your bone density over time and to adjust your treatment plan as needed. In addition to working with your doctor, consider seeking the advice of other healthcare professionals, such as a registered dietitian or a physical therapist. Registered dietitian can help you develop a healthy eating plan that is rich in calcium and vitamin D. While a physical therapist can help you design an exercise program that is safe and effective for strengthening your bones and improving your balance. By working closely with your healthcare providers and being an active participant in your care, you can take control of your bone health and reduce your risk of fractures. Remember, open communication is key to ensuring that you receive the best possible care and achieve the best possible outcomes. In the next section, we'll address some common myths about bone health and provide accurate information to help you make informed decisions. Now that we've covered various aspects of bone health, let's address some common myths and misconceptions that can often lead to confusion and hinder informed decision-making. Debunking these myths is crucial for empowering individuals to take the right steps towards maintaining strong bones and preventing osteoporosis. We'll focus on misconceptions surrounding calcium supplements, dairy consumption, and exercise. Point 1. Common myth is that taking calcium supplements alone is sufficient for preventing osteoporosis. While calcium is essential for bone health, it's not the only nutrient that matters. Vitamin D is crucial for calcium absorption, and other nutrients, such as vitamin K and magnesium, also play a role in bone health. Furthermore, lifestyle factors, such as exercise and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, are equally important. Calcium supplements should be used as a complement to a healthy diet and lifestyle, not as a replacement for them. Another myth is that dairy products are the only good source of calcium. While dairy products are indeed excellent sources of calcium, there are many other calcium-rich foods available, such as leafy green vegetables, fortified foods, and certain types of fish. Individuals who are lactose intolerant or choose not to consume dairy products can still get enough calcium from these alternative sources. It's important to focus on consuming a variety of calcium-rich foods, rather than relying solely on dairy products. A third myth is that any type of exercise is beneficial for bone health. While all exercise is good for overall health, weight-bearing and resistance exercises are the most effective for stimulating bone growth. Weight-bearing exercises, such as walking, jogging, and dancing, put stress on your bones, signaling them to become stronger. Resistance exercises, such as lifting weights, challenge your muscles, which in turn pull on your bones, stimulating bone growth. Non-weight-bearing exercises, such as swimming and cycling, are good for cardiovascular health but do not provide the same bone-building benefits. Another misconception is that osteoporosis is inevitable with age. While bone loss does occur naturally with age, it doesn't necessarily lead to osteoporosis. By adopting a healthy lifestyle that includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, you can slow down bone loss and reduce your risk of developing osteoporosis. Finally, some people believe that osteoporosis is only a concern for women. While women are at higher risk of osteoporosis than men, men can also develop the condition, particularly as they age. It's important for both men and women to take steps to protect their bone health throughout their lives. By debunking these common myths, we can empower individuals to make informed decisions about their bone health and take proactive steps to prevent osteoporosis. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to maintaining strong bones and living a healthy, active life. In the next section, we'll briefly overview the role of other nutrients in bone health. While calcium and vitamin D are undoubtedly the cornerstones of bone health, it's important to recognize that other nutrients also play significant roles in maintaining strong and healthy bones. These include vitamin K2, magnesium, and protein. A brief overview of the benefits of these nutrients can help you make informed dietary choices that support your overall bone health. Vitamin K2 is essential for directing calcium to the bones and teeth, where it's needed most. It also helps to prevent calcium from depositing in soft tissues, such as the arteries, where it can contribute to heart disease. Vitamin K2 activates osteocalcin, a protein that helps to bind calcium to the bone matrix, strengthening the bones. Good sources of vitamin K2 include fermented foods, such as natto, fermented soybeans, cheese, and grass-fed animal products. Magnesium is another important mineral for bone health. It plays a role in bone formation and helps to regulate calcium levels in the body. Magnesium deficiency can lead to decreased bone density and an increased risk of fractures. Good sources of magnesium include leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Protein is also crucial for bone health. It's a major component of the bone matrix. Providing the structural framework for bones, adequate protein intake is essential for bone growth and repair. Protein also helps to increase calcium absorption and reduce calcium loss from the body. Good sources of protein include lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, and tofu. It's important to note that a balanced diet that includes a variety of nutrient-rich foods is the best way to ensure that you're getting enough of these essential nutrients. While supplements can be helpful in some cases, they should not be used as a replacement for a healthy diet. Consuming a diet that is rich in vitamin K2, magnesium, and protein can help to support bone health and reduce your risk of osteoporosis. These nutrients work synergistically with calcium and vitamin D to maintain strong and healthy bones. In the next section, we'll suggest some easy and delicious recipes that are packed with calcium and vitamin D, making it easier to incorporate these essential nutrients into your daily diet. Remember, a holistic approach that includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, and other healthy lifestyle choices is the best way to protect your bones and maintain your overall well-being. Now that we've highlighted the importance of various nutrients for bone health, let's put that knowledge into practice by suggesting some easy and delicious recipes that are packed with calcium and vitamin D. Incorporating these recipes into your daily diet can be a simple and enjoyable way to boost your bone health. Recipe 1. Creamy tomato and spinach soup. This soup is a great source of calcium from the dairy and leafy greens, and you can easily add a boost of vitamin D by using fortified milk. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon olive oil, 1 onion, chopped, 2 cloves garlic, minced, 1 28-ounce can crushed tomatoes, 4 cups vegetable broth, 1 cup fortified milk, 2 cups fresh spinach, salt and pepper to taste. Instructions: heat olive oil in a pot over medium heat. Add onion and garlic and cook until softened. Stir in crushed tomatoes and vegetable broth, bring to a simmer and cook for 15 minutes. Stir in fortified milk and spinach and cook until spinach is wilted. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Serve warm. Recipe 2. Salmon with roasted vegetables. Salmon is an excellent source of vitamin D, and the roasted vegetables provide additional nutrients, including vitamin K and magnesium. Ingredients: 2 salmon fillets, 1 tablespoon olive oil, 1 cup broccoli florets, 1 cup sliced carrots, 1 cup sliced bell peppers, salt and pepper to taste. Instructions: preheat oven to 400 F 200 degrees Celsius. Toss broccoli, carrots, and bell peppers with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Spread vegetables on a baking sheet. Place salmon fillets on top of the vegetables. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until salmon is cooked through and vegetables are tender. Serve immediately. Recipe 3. Fortified yogurt parfait. This parfait is a quick and easy way to get a boost of calcium and vitamin D, especially if you use fortified yogurt. Ingredients: 1 cup fortified yogurt, a quarter cup granola, a quarter cup berries, such as blueberries or strawberries. Instructions: layer yogurt, granola, and berries in a glass or bowl. Repeat layers as desired. Serve immediately. Recipe 4. Sardine and avocado toast. Sardines with bones are a calcium powerhouse, and avocado provides healthy fats and other nutrients. Ingredients: 2 slices whole grain toast, 1/2 avocado mashed, 1 can sardines in olive oil with bones, lemon juice to taste. Instructions: toast bread. Spread mashed avocado on toast. Top with sardines and drizzle with lemon juice. Serve immediately. These are just a few examples of bone-friendly recipes that you can easily incorporate into your daily diet. Get creative and experiment with different ingredients and flavors to find recipes that you enjoy. Remember, eating for bone health doesn't have to be boring. With a little planning and preparation, you can enjoy delicious and nutritious meals that support your bone health and overall well-being. In the next section, we'll discuss the importance of staying active and social for overall well-being. While we've focused heavily on the physical aspects of bone health, it's crucial to remember that our overall well-being is interconnected. Staying active and socially engaged plays a vital role in maintaining not just physical health, but also mental and emotional well-being, which in turn can positively impact bone health. Social isolation and a sedentary lifestyle can have detrimental effects on both physical and mental health, potentially exacerbating bone loss and increasing the risk of falls. Social engagement provides a sense of purpose, belonging, and connection, which can help to reduce stress and improve mood. Chronic stress can negatively impact bone health by increasing cortisol levels, which can interfere with bone formation. Staying socially active can also help to prevent depression and anxiety, which are common among older adults and can further contribute to bone loss. There are many ways to stay socially engaged, such as joining clubs or groups, volunteering in your community, attending social events, or simply spending time with friends and family. Find activities that you enjoy and that allow you to connect with others. Maintaining an active lifestyle is also essential for overall well-being. Regular physical activity not only strengthens your bones and muscles but also improves your cardiovascular health, reduces your risk of chronic diseases, and boosts your mood. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. Combining physical activity with social engagement can be particularly beneficial. Consider joining a walking group, taking a dance class, or volunteering for a community project that involves physical activity. These activities provide both physical and social benefits, helping you to stay healthy and connected. It's important to recognize that social engagement and physical activity are not just nice-to-haves but are essential components of a healthy lifestyle. Particularly as we age, prioritizing these activities can help to improve your overall well-being and support your bone health. Remember, a holistic approach to health that encompasses physical, mental, and social well-being is the key to living a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. In the next section, we'll share some inspiring stories of elderly individuals who have successfully managed their bone health and maintained active lives. To further inspire and motivate you on your journey to stronger bones, let's share some inspiring success stories of elderly individuals who have successfully managed their bone health and maintained active lives. These stories demonstrate that it's possible to take control of your bone health even later in life, and to live a full and active life despite the challenges of aging. Story 1. Maria. The 75-year-old yoga instructor Maria was diagnosed with osteopenia in her early 60s. Instead of letting the diagnosis discourage her, she decided to take action. She started practicing yoga regularly, focusing on poses that strengthen her bones and improve her balance. She also made changes to her diet, incorporating more calcium-rich foods and taking a vitamin D supplement. Today, at 75, Maria is a certified yoga instructor, teaching classes to other seniors and inspiring them to take care of their bone health. Story 2. John, the 80-year-old marathon walker. John was always an active individual, but he started to experience back pain in his late 70s. A bone density screening revealed that he had osteoporosis. John worked with his doctor to develop a treatment plan that included medication, a healthy diet, and regular exercise. He continued his walking routine, gradually increasing the distance and intensity. John still walks several miles each day and even participates in local marathons. Story 3. Susan. The 82-year-old community volunteer Susan was diagnosed with osteoporosis after suffering a hip fracture in her early 70s. She underwent surgery to repair the fracture and then worked with a physical therapist to regain her strength and mobility. Susan also made changes to her home to reduce her risk of falls. She is now an active volunteer in her community, helping other seniors to stay healthy and independent. Story 4. David, the 78-year-old gardener. David discovered he had osteoporosis during a routine checkup. He was initially concerned, but he learned about the importance of calcium, vitamin D, and weight-bearing exercise. He increased his consumption of dairy products and leafy greens, started taking a vitamin D supplement, and continued to enjoy his passion for gardening. He found that digging, weeding, and carrying pots provided excellent weight-bearing exercise. David's bone density has improved significantly and he continues to enjoy his active and fulfilling life. These stories illustrate that it's never too late to take control of your bone health. By adopting a healthy lifestyle, working closely with your healthcare providers, and staying positive and motivated, you can maintain strong bones and live a full and active life, regardless of your age. In the final section, we'll provide a concluding message to empower you to take action and prioritize your bone health for a stronger, healthier, and more independent future. In conclusion, we hope this comprehensive exploration of elderly bone health has empowered you with the knowledge and tools you need to take control of your bone health for a stronger, healthier, and more independent future. We've covered a wide range of topics, from understanding the silent threat of osteoporosis and the crucial role of bones to practical strategies for improving bone density and reducing the risk of falls. Remember, bone health is not just about avoiding fractures, it's about maintaining your mobility, independence, and overall quality of life. By adopting a proactive approach to bone health, you can continue to enjoy the activities you love and live life to the fullest. Regardless of your age, start by assessing your individual risk factors for osteoporosis and making any necessary lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, limit alcohol consumption, and engage in regular weight-bearing and resistance exercise. Ensure that you're getting enough calcium and vitamin D from your diet or through supplementation. Create a safe home environment to reduce your risk of falls. Remove hazards, improve lighting, and install grab bars in bathrooms. Schedule regular bone density screenings to monitor your bone health and detect any problems early on. Work closely with your healthcare providers to develop a personalized plan for managing your bone health. Discuss your treatment options, ask questions, and express any concerns you may have. Remember, you are an active participant in your care, and your voice matters. Stay socially engaged and maintain an active lifestyle. Connect with others, participate in activities you enjoy, and prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. A holistic approach to health that encompasses physical, mental, and social well-being is the key to living a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. Let the success stories we shared inspire you to take action and prioritize your bone health. Remember, it's never too late to start making positive changes. Even small steps can make a big difference in the long run. Don't let osteoporosis steal your strength and independence. Take control of your bone health today and invest in a stronger, healthier, and more independent future. Your bones will thank you for it. By embracing a proactive approach and making informed choices, you can ensure that your bones remain strong and resilient for years to come, allowing you to live a vibrant and fulfilling life. Remember, you have the power to stay strong,